What happened while we were away, brought to you by Liberating D.C. President Trump this morning announced big plans for cracking down on crime in the nation's capital.
Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that. Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening, and they've done it before.
The invocation of the D.C. Home Rule Act comes after years of violent crime against both normal citizens of D.C. and some employees of the federal government. The National Guard is being deployed to D.C. as well. In other news, President Trump announced late last week he's got a meeting set up between himself and Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska for Friday. Topic of the meeting, of course, is Ukraine. Vice President J.D. Vance spoke with Fox News on Sunday regarding the Russian collusion hoax, among other issues.
But if you look at what Tulsi and Kash Patel have revealed in the last couple of weeks, I don't know how anybody can look at that and say that there wasn't aggressive violations of the law. What they basically did is they defrauded the American people in order to take Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign talking points and turn them into intelligence. They would take something that supported a Hillary Clinton campaign talking point, and they would overemphasize it and exaggerate it. They took anything that actually contradicted that narrative and they buried it deep, and through that they actually laundered Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign talking points through the American intelligence services. That's a violation of the people's trust. That's a violation of what our intelligence services should be doing.
The Department of Justice convened a grand jury to investigate New York Attorney General Letitia James. The grand jury investigation is focused on possible deprivation of rights allegations, reportedly pertaining to James's civil case against the Trump Organization and the National Rifle Association. It's being reported President Trump has authorized military force against Latin American drug cartels designated by the United States as foreign terrorist organizations. Concurrent with those reports is this announcement from Attorney General Pam Bondi.
A historic $50 million reward for information leading to the arrest of Nicolás Maduro. Maduro uses foreign terrorist organizations like TDA, Sinaloa, and Cartel of the Suns to bring deadly drugs and violence into our country. To date, the DEA has seized 30 tons of cocaine linked to Maduro and his associates, with nearly 7 tons linked to Maduro himself, which represents a primary source of income for the deadly cartels based in Venezuela and Mexico.
Back in Texas, Attorney General Ken Paxton on Friday filed with the state Supreme Court to declare 13 Democrat House seats vacant. Paxton said in a statement, quote, "The rogue Democrat legislators who fled the state have abandoned their duties, leaving their seats vacant. These cowards deliberately sabotaged the constitutional process and violated the oath they swore to uphold." Another Texas Democrat, Beto O'Rourke, remember him, says the quiet part out loud and proud.
We punch first and we punch harder. We want California and New Jersey and Illinois and Maryland and every other state where the Democrats hold the governor's mansion, the assembly, and the state senate to redraw their congressional districts now, not wait for Texas to move first, to maximize Democratic Party advantage. Listen, you may say to yourself, well, those aren't the rules. There are no refs in this game. F the rules. We are going to win whatever it takes. We're going to take this to them in every way that we can.
International news, Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu says the country is moving forward with an invasion of Gaza.
The war can end tomorrow if Gaza, or rather if Hamas, lays down its arms and releases all the remaining hostages. Gaza will be demilitarized. Israel will have overriding security responsibility. A security zone will be established on Gaza's border with Israel to prevent future terrorist incursions. A civilian administration will be established in Gaza that will seek to live in peace with Israel.
The presidents of Armenia and Azerbaijan met at the White House late last week to sign a peace deal. The two countries have been involved in conflict with each other for decades. I'm sure this move has nothing to do with Vladimir Putin suddenly wanting to meet with President Trump on American soil. One more thing in this montage, because Steve asked me to put it in. Here's Trump talking to the New York Post's Miranda Devine somewhat recently about UFOs.
We had the issue in New Jersey before the election where there are all these people thought UFOs or an attack of the killer drones. And I believe you're doing something about What are you doing?
Well, I know I can't tell you who it was and what it was, but
Yeah.
I can't really tell you. I'd love to tell you actually, but it's not a big deal.
It's
But,
not something frightening.
No, but I just, so obviously it's something that I know about, and it's not a problem at all.
It was legal.
Oh yeah, that was legal.
And finally, one more thing. Visual proof your boy did indeed see Mr. Worldwide in person last night. I clapped after every song. What more do you want from me? And that's what happened while we were away.